What's up, everybody? Today's date, March 9th, 2022. The past 2 months, January, February, there were all these stories on the news about historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, receiving bomb threats all across the country. It's crazy. This all started on January 4th, and it continued up to February 16th, and then there were more after that. Now, I'm going to read some news reports. Okay, this one is from The Hill, and it says bomb threats force evacuations, lockdowns at multiple HBCUs. And it says here 7 historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, reported bomb threats on Tuesday night, just hours apart from each other, with schools responding to the threats by entering lockdown, ordering evacuations, having law enforcement sweep their campuses until all was clear. And it says here that bomb threats were reported at Howard University in Washington, D.C., Norfolk State University in Virginia, the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluffs, Florida Memorial University, North Carolina Central University, Xavier University in Louisiana, and Prairie View A&M University in Texas. Yeah, the threats appear to have been unfounded, with no universities reporting an actual bomb, suspicious package, or attack as of Wednesday morning. But many of the colleges ordered full evacuation for the students still on campus during the winter break. So all these colleges got these bomb threats. These are black colleges and universities. I mean, it's a crazy thing. Students at a college trying to get their education, and something crazy like this happens. 22 years into the 21st century. Another news report from Newsweek says here FBI probes threats to HBCUs as 13 targeted with bomb calls in a day. So the FBI stepped in to investigate these bomb threats, and there were a whole lot more. You got Acorn State University in Lorman, Mississippi. Hold on, let me go back real quick. Now, this news report, this is from February 1st, which was the first day of Black History Month. So there were HBCUs targeted on the first day of Black History Month. And this is from Newsweek. Here goes the report. A new wave of bomb threats hit over a dozen more historically black colleges and universities on Tuesday morning. This came only a day after 6 similar threats were made on Monday, prompting the involvement of the FBI. On Monday, the FBI told Newsweek that it is looking into a recent trend of bomb threats with local law enforcement partners that dates back to earlier this month. The FBI is aware of the series of bomb threats around the country, and we are working with our law enforcement partners to address any potential threats, the FBI said in its statement. As always, we would like to remind members of the public if they observe anything suspicious, to report it to law enforcement immediately. So with a total of 13 colleges targeted, HBCUs were targeted. The bomb threats came in the early hours of Tuesday morning and impacted the following schools, according to CNN: Alcorn State University in Lorman, Mississippi; Coppin State University in Baltimore, Maryland; Edward Waters University in Jacksonville, Florida; Fort Valley State University in Fort Valley, Georgia; Howard University in Washington, D.C.; Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi; Kentucky State University in Frankfort, Kentucky; Morgan State University in Baltimore; Mississippi Valley State University near Itta Bena, Mississippi; Spelman University in Atlanta, Georgia; Tougaloo College in Tougaloo, Mississippi; the University of the District of Columbia; and Xavier University. So a lot of bomb threats that were called. And the FBI reported that they had at least 5 suspects involved in the bomb threats against these HBCUs. It says here the FBI have identified at least 5 individuals that it says are involved in a series of racial or ethnically motivated bomb threats targeting historically black colleges and universities. Yeah, so they say they have identified at least 5 individuals. Somewhere I read that they were just kids, teenagers, or whatever. I'm not really sure about that. And so a lot of these black colleges are on high alert because of these bomb threats. And then you gotta ask the reason. Why did all this happen? I mean, you have students who are at a college trying to get their education. I know a lot of colleges have their good and bad sides. That's what all colleges, any race, white colleges, black colleges, Hispanic colleges, whatever. You got good and bad students, but I would say the majority of students on a college campus are at college to get their education. And they shouldn't have to be going through all this craziness. But I gotta say something about this though, because yes, we still live in a racist society. People being hated for the color of their skin. We got people getting killed because of their race. A lot of hate crimes. But as far as these recent bomb threats at these HBCUs, it is definitely not anything new. The same thing happened back in the year 2000, December 2000. I've been trying to find a web page or news report online, but I can't find it. But the same thing did happen back in 2000, December 2000, right before the students went on their Christmas break. Yeah, back in 2000, you got these white racist terrorists who made bomb threats to several HBCUs, including the one I attended. And those racist terrorists, I believe they fear the rise of a strong black community, a strong black nation. And similar things have been going on throughout this country's history. You have enslaved black people who were dehumanized, raped, tortured, and mutilated. And they were also suppressed from learning how to read. And then you got Black Wall Street that was bombed, burned down, and destroyed. and a lot of prominent black leaders were murdered. And when you think about it, historically black colleges were established to provide African Americans with educational opportunities they were denied at the predominantly white colleges, or PWIs, predominantly white institutes. And I believe these racist oppressors, they fear black power, they fear black accomplishments, and they fear black excellence and the possibility and the potential of the oppressed rising up to this oppression and fighting back. I mean, why else would they try so hard to interfere with the lives of these college students? It's ridiculous. But unfortunately, it's not anything new. Especially all this talk about these white racist terrorists. That's a lot I can say about that. I might make another video talking about some things I remember from the 1990s. Well, whether you are in college, at work, at home, wherever, just be careful and be safe, because there's some sick people out there. But you already know that. Take care.